Fancy new intro, huh? But intros aside, I'd like to talk to you all today about something that's kind of serious in the trading community right now on Counter-Strike Global Offensive, and that is the stigmatization, sort of this taboo idea floating around about Stattrack knives in the trading community. Now, Stattrack is a cool little feature that can come on any knife or weapon skin, and it keeps track of your confirmed kills with that weapon or knife. Now, by a show of invisible hands, how many of you out there have ever tried to trade a Stattrack knife and been told, sorry, I won't take that because it's Stattracked, or you're going to need to add some more overpay for that because it's Stattracked and is going to be hard to trade, or I'm not going to give you as many keys for it because it's Stattracked? If you're anything like me, you've heard this all too many times, and frankly, it's a crock of shit if you ask me. Now, today I'm going to be dissecting my side of the argument as to why stigmatizing Stattrack knives in Counter-Strike is a bunch of bullshit, and what we as a community can do to unstigmatize these items and make it so that the general trading populace will actually give us a fair price for our Stattrack knives. Exhibit A that I present to you is the concept of rarity. If an item is more rare or has less in circulation, it will go up in value. It's just the simple concept of supply and demand. Stattrack knives drop from cases less frequently than standard ones do. So in turn, if it is more rare, it only makes sense that I should get more money for the Stattracked item. Now, let me be clear when I say this. All of the Stattracked items, well at least the majority of them in terms of knives, are worth more than the standard items, but the amount in which the value increases is so minute for some of them that it just doesn't make any sense. Why would you have a non-Stattrack when for $5 more you can get the Stattrack? Well, I'll tell you why. Because for some reason, when it comes to trading the skin, no one is going to trade you for it at a fair price just because it's Stattracked. And just to go back to the rarity thing I was mentioning, if you look at the prices for all Hyper Beasts, the well-worn Hyper Beast is more expensive than the field-tested, even though it has more wear. Why? Because well-worns are less common than field-tested. They have a smaller float value range and are less likely to drop from cases, increasing their value. Now we move to Exhibit B of my argument, and that is Stattrack weapon skins, not knives. Here we have the prices of the M4A4 Howl, the most expensive M4 skin in the game, and one of the most expensive skins in the game total. This is the current price as of March 3rd, 2017. And if you notice, the Stattrack version of any of the wares of the skin is worth almost double the non-Stattrack version. So I want to know, if this M4 skin, or any other skin in the game for that matter, you can pull up this comparison with most any skin. I just chose the M4 Howl because of how dramatic the difference is, seeing as how high of a price it has. How come we don't have this price change with knives? Now here we have the Karambit Autotronic to prove my point with this whole knife price stigma. Now if you look, the Stattrack well-worn version is only 2 more keys than the unStattrack version. That seems like a very small price to pay to be able to have your knife confirm your kills, and how rare Stattrack is compared to the non-Stattrack. And this price trend will continue across all of the knives that you look at. Go pop open Steam Analyst right now, look up any knife, any skin for it, and compare the Stattrack to the non-Stattrack, and tell me what you see. You'll see exactly this, a very, very minute change in price for such a very nice upgrade in rarity and quality of your knife. I honestly can't think of anything more that I can show you to prove to you that this whole Stattrack deal is a bunch of BS and that we need to do something to fix it. So how do we change the tone behind Stattrack knives at this point? What can we do as a community to change it? Well, let me tell you that it starts with us, the community, as the players and as the traders of these skins. The developers can't do anything to change what we are going to value their items at. You, as an individual, as a trader, and all of your trading friends need to stop stigmatizing Stattracks. You might have a little bit of a harder time getting a deal for maybe a day or two because there's still a couple jabronis out there who don't want to take the Stattrack off your hand, but that's fine because you can tell them I have a dope ass knife that counts my kills. But sadly, I digress. No matter what I say or think, the overwhelming viewpoint of the community at this point is that Stattracks are no good. If you believe in your heart of hearts that the pricing system is fine right now, then I guess I can't convince you otherwise. But I feel like I've tried to lay out a pretty reasonable argument as to why I think this is an issue, and I hope that at some point it will change. Alright guys, that's all for me today. I just want to say, go ahead and comment on the video what you think about what I've said today, because I want to hear both opinions that agree and disagree with me. I want to kind of get a dialogue started and see why the other side thinks the way they do, or if anyone out there can come up with a better explanation than what I have for why it is like this. If you're interested in content similar to what you've seen from me today, then go ahead and subscribe to my channel for all of my latest updates. With that said, thank you guys for watching, have a great day everyone, and good luck trading.